Breaking bread, breaking bread. What's up? How y'all been, man? Been traveling, man. I'm out here in Connecticut right now with the truck, as you see. You know what I'm saying? Got a load. So I'm celebrating today, my 90th day with my MC, man, DOT MC. Back in May 18th, it went active with my insurance. You gotta get insurance to get it active. And today is August 18th, so 90 days in, man. Some do's and don'ts I learned on the fly. Now being an owner operator rather than the driver. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple things, I have learned over that time, man. Definitely patience is a virtue. This is definitely not a get rich quick scheme. You got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. You got to keep putting the work in, man. But I picked up this load in Jersey, around North Bergen, and I'm out here in Utica, Connecticut, out maybe like 30 miles, 40 miles from North Haven. So I'm out here right now. It's an overnight trip. I could have went back to the crib, but it didn't make sense. So I just drove out here. I'm literally probably like 10 minutes away from the drop spot. So I'm just going to stay the night out here rather than wasting gas riding back and forth, which don't make sense. But, I'm going to give y'all some quick pointers that I have learned. Once again, these are in my opinion. I'm going to show you my load real quick, too, what I just picked up. I picked it up once again in Jersey. So I'm going to show y'all what I got. Just a small load, man. But some things I'm going to say about TQL, which that's the load I'm running now for Amazon Relay that I have, figured out some things. So it's honestly, if you're in this thing for getting rich, man, it's not it, man. You gotta have some patience. Definitely with the market how the market is right now, definitely have to have some patience moving along. I don't know where this came from. I just saw it. It came off something, probably off my gate somewhere. So another thing with the truck, man. So within the 90 days, I had to get I bought my truck back in May from Ryder up in oh shoot, forgot the city. It's in PA though. I put it in notes. So I bought it there and got it active, my MC active right after that. Got all the registration. Ran a load. First load I ran was for TQL. Registered with Amazon. Got approval with Amazon. Been doing some Amazon Relay stuff. Honestly, I haven't really been going over the road. If you want to consider this over the road, I'm in Connecticut, but most of the stuff has been kind of local. Straight through. What they call straight through is basically you pick up that day and drop off that same day. Most of the time some people go over the road, like pick up in Jersey, they'll ride to, let's say, Connecticut. From Connecticut, they'll go Ohio. So that's, considered over the road. But I kind of stayed local because of my other business. Like I said, it's not just about box trucks. I also do landscaping. So that was my other business I've been building since last year. Kind of scaled back a little bit because I wanted to step foot first in the truck by being an owner operator and just trying to make sure everything is good. But here go my load, man, for today. That's it, 3 pallets. 3 pallets, honestly, man. They wanted me to drop it off tomorrow, which don't make sense. Honestly, where I picked it up from, it was like literally 2.5 hours, maybe 3 at the most. I could have dropped it off and went right the hell back home or find something later. So these are the dumb stuff that I don't really like about the game. I picked it up. I got it off the load board. Load board I used was Trucker Smart load board. Got it through TQL. Sorry about that, y'all. And so I got that load through them. And this type of stuff kind of hinders a little bit from you doing any other work. Honestly, I could have got a partial. I seen some other loads earlier, but one before I caught them, before I even picked up, one load I caught about was going from New York up into Connecticut. They had 14 pallets. I knew it probably wasn't going to be able to fit. I caught another one. They wanted me to be there in 30 minutes, which wasn't going to work. And seen one from Jersey to Massachusetts. I think they already had that covered by the time I caught them. And these are all with TQL. One thing I learned about TQL, quick pointer, this is my opinion, my overview about it. Let's get them out here by the truck. So see the load behind me. Is that so I got the information through another broker that I had did a load for. He's kind of building up his broker business. So, he still drives and he's just building up his broker business. So I kind of asked him like, yo, would they, why they offer these low rates? TQL. So TQL, what they do is like, for example, if I got this load right here for $450 from Jersey to Connecticut, which is 142 loaded miles to drop it off. So they'll go off that. They go off system algorithm. So they put all that stuff in the system. So the next time somebody call in, and let's say that'll be the base high. So they'll have a low at 300. So 400 be the base high, 300 be the low. So now they're starting their negotiation around like 200, 250. They never go to the base. So that's one thing y'all need to learn about TQL. They don't go back to the base. They'll put up, the lows and the highs, but they start lower than the low. So keep that in mind. And another thing about TQL, man, I called earlier this week to try to set up something. I called on Monday to try to set up something for Wednesday. I called a guy, he had a round trip for me coming out of Jersey to Pennsylvania, like close to Maryland. And then it was pick up in Jersey, drop off in PA, and then from PA back to the same pickup location. So basically they just swapping. This man, it was 12 pallets. So I asked for $95 or $90 a pallet. So that would have brought me to roughly about almost close to $700, $800 a day for it. He was like, let me ask my broker. All right, they playing the games now. Okay, he was like, well, since it's early, I called him Monday, asked about it for Wednesday. So I'm trying to set myself up for success. So he got back, he was like, yeah, the broker talking about it. Most he'll do is 500. At most it'd be 550. I said, come on, man, seriously? So I called him back the next day with a different mindset. So basically the 500 would have been like $1,000. The 550 would have been like 1,100 round trip. So it would have been like 500, 550 a day. So I called him back next day, that Tuesday. I asked him what's going on with the load. So one load that was going down, so I didn't explain this. One load that was going down was 12,000 pounds. The other load that was coming back was 24,000 pounds. My man, you want a box truck to haul 24,000 pounds, you need a CDL for that. So that's one thing you guys got to understand. If you driving in a box truck and you got a non-CDL, you could haul up to about 10.5, almost 11. I'll stay around 9.5 to be on the safe side. But anything over that, you need a CDL, or you need to get a driver that has a CDL to haul that much weight in that truck. So obviously they couldn't find nobody was picking up. So I called him back. He was like, yeah, I might split that load, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know this man, I called him at least 3 times about that load. He ended up giving it to somebody else, normally, or in my mindset, probably for a lower rate. So that's one thing they do. They play that game. They try to get the lowest with TQL. So I want y'all to understand, TQL, try to get you at the lowest rate, and negotiate, learn your lanes, even if you just play around with some low boards, Google some stuff, watch YouTube videos. YouTube University is the best teacher out there, because you learn it from experience, from firsthand people that's giving their opinion about what they went through. So understand that, and learn your lane from one lane to another and how much it is. If you want to go in $3 a mile, stay at $3 a mile. If you want to go in $2.50 a mile, stay at $2.50 a mile. Understand though what's going on in the economy, with gas prices, the market, and all that stuff. You got to understand that when you go in and have realistic numbers as well. And always have your number that you want to go in at high, and then your soft number that you're going to come down to, and stick with that. So that's one thing about TQL. They always want to hit you low, even when you try to set yourself up for success, trying to game plan for the next day, especially with the early authority when you first come in. Do not be that hungry. Don't be that one. Like I said, if you want to get your feet wet and take low rates, God be it, do what you need to do. It's on you. But think about it for the next man, the next woman who's willing to trying to go in that rates higher. I understand you new and you hungry, but be hungry and be wise at the same time doing your homework. So please do that. Secondly, with TQL, just make sure you learn your lanes. Basically, learn your lanes, understand the market, and understand what you need to do with TQL. I don't want this video to be that long. So Amazon Relay, been on that since June. It's a hit or miss, honestly, man. I'm a little bit disappointed, but honestly, I've been averaging, like I said, my numbers is my numbers. It works for me. Average anywhere between $2,000 to about 3,500 weekly with them, if they're not canceling anything. And that's the main thing. They'll cancel a lot of loads, and then once you go in and reject a load, they ding your daggone score for that every time. So because I went back and looked on there, even if they'll ding it 1% off your score if you reject it within the allowed time. If you get rejected within that same day or a couple hours, they're gonna dig your score almost 10%, 20%, something crazy like that. Please don't quote me. You could let me know later. But Amazon canceled so many loads, man, that I could have probably made close to $4 to $5,000 easily, because I was setting myself up for success moving from one city to another. So Connecticut today, I'm out in Connecticut. I'll have a pickup tomorrow morning at 11:30 or 11:15. Let's see if this work out. And that pickup is in New Haven, Connecticut, which is literally about 45, 50 miles away from the drop off tomorrow for this TQL load that I got back here. So I'm going to drop this off by 9 o'clock, head right there, which is going to take me an hour. So I should get there by like 10:40, 10:45 the latest. So I'm early to the pickup. And it's going down Logan's Township, New Jersey, which is literally 10 miles away from my crib. 10 miles away from where I park my truck at, as I should say. So that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's, in a perfect world, that's perfect to me, because I found something going back closer to my house. So that's the thing, man. If they don't cancel, it would be a perfect trip. If they cancel, I'm riding back empty, wasting money again. For example, other night I had a pickup in Newcastle, Delaware, and brought it out to Lewisberry, Pennsylvania, which is literally maybe 15 miles outside of Harrisburg. I found a load for the next day, leaving out of Carlisle, PA, going to New Jersey, around Edison type, New Jersey. They canceled my load within that 2-hour time. I did get paid for it, but it wasn't what I wanted, but I got paid for it. So I can't cry over it. They can, within a 2-hour period, if they don't cancel you, they will pay you for it. So they did cancel it. They did cancel my load, and I end up getting a little bit from it with Amazon. So that's the only thing about Amazon, is that they can cancel your loads, and no explanation on why they do it. And it just irks my nerves, to be honest with you. So within the 90-day, I'm gonna post that up. I got in a little fender bender coming out of Staten Island. I'll show you that, which was crazy. Obviously the driver behind me was at fault. I also got a freight, picked up some towels, and they ran off my daggone lift gate, bent up my lift gate, and I had to get that fixed. So I had to pay, not pay for that load, but I saved some, cleaned all that up. I was post a picture up in here as well about that. So experience, man. Couple faults, couple things happen, but you driving every day, riding, so things will happen. Just be prepared. This game is all about thinking on the fly, problem solving. So just come in here with a problem solving mindset, and you'll be successful, man. You will be successful. You just have to have that mindset ready to go at any time. So like I said, I'm out here. I love trees. I love nature. I like kind of being in this area, man. But continue supporting me, man. Once again, my channel is just not about box truck, but I definitely like to update y'all about my adventure, the two side gigs that the two businesses that I'm conducting right now to grow. and you know, to continue building on what I'm doing in my life, so I can free myself up from this rat race that we dealing with, and you know, having that freedom that we all desire and we all searching for. So, you know, continue subscribing, sharing my videos. Once again, definitely thank y'all for that 1 month review one, you know, that hit over 1,200 views. I definitely appreciate that. Let's see if this one could get up there, get more subscribers, man. This is my 90-day breakdown, man. 90-day breakdown. Thank y'all. Talk to y'all.